Hi, my name's Senga Lindsay. I'm a landscape architect here in North Vancouver. We're standing on the second story roof of our house. We have actually a green roof right in front of me. And to the side, I have an interesting little new house that we're putting up, and it's our brand new bathouse. So today I'm going to show you some tips on where to put a bathouse. And you might be wondering, well, why bats? Aren't they those blood-sucking, rabies-infested little creatures that you see in the movies? Well, no, that's all just a myth. Bats are actually very, very important for our ecosystem because they eat a lot of insects, particularly mosquitoes. In fact, one bat will ingest over 1,200 mosquitoes an hour, or its weight per day. So that's a real benefit for us garden aficionados who want to enjoy our patios at night, especially when the mosquitoes come out at the dusk. That's when the bats also come out. So, just for your information, we have about 2,000–3,000 species of bats throughout the world. We have about 43 species of these bats in North America alone, and the sad part is about 40% of those species are actually endangered. Hence the reason we should be looking at putting up bat houses to provide habitats and shelters for bats during the summer and spring season when they're raising their young. Because contrary to popular belief, bats do not live in caves year-round. They actually will hibernate in caves during the winter, but during the summer they seek very warm areas such as houses, old abandoned barns, and structures like this, which are quite warm and sheltered. So the key to putting up a bat house, it's very specific. We just happen to be lucky enough to be living in an area where we have seen bats, and the magic formula is this. Bat house should be about 15 to 20 feet off the ground, which makes putting it on the side of a house perfect, a second-story house. Under a shelter, under an eave from wind and rain, as you can see here. The number 3 thing is sunshine. We have our house on the south-facing wall. That's really important, especially in the northern hemisphere of or northern US or Canada, where we don't get months and months of over 80-degree weather. Bat houses need to have maximum sun and warmth exposure about 10 hours a day, so this is the perfect spot. Also, you want to put your bat house up first thing in the spring, because that's when they're coming out of hibernation, looking for areas to roost. And bats frequently, as you can see, we have this woodland edge, one of their favorite areas to be inhabiting. And in particularly this area, we have bats because we have a water source about within a quarter of a mile away. So these are all magic formulas that bats like for their habitat. Now the house itself, you can see, is very specific. This will hold about, believe it or not, 20 bats, and they're young. Very specific profile with the bats actually land on this rough board and then crawl up underneath, inside, behind this main board here, and that's what they'll roost and rest during the daytime and nighttime as well. So you can either build your own, but I like to keep my life simple, so I simply bought this at many local garden centers will now offer bat houses. Simply, all you have to do is, with these pre-made, is there's tops and bottom screws. You screw in your house at the appropriate height, and there you go. And wait for your bats, and with any luck this spring we'll be seeing some, and if we do, we'll be sure to show you in our upcoming blogs. If you want to know any more information about how to provide habitat for wildlife, garden tips, cooking tips, please visit my website at www.sengadesigns.com. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.